Welcome back, everybody. I'm Mike with Omega Outdoors, and today I wanted to show you a survival kit that I just got in the mail today. This is not a review. I had just got this. This is a first impression video. I just wanted to go through it with everybody. This is a survival kit that when I had first seen it, I had really liked it. And what is a survival kit other than a resource of tools for different situations that you might get caught in, bad situations that you might get caught in. You might want to throw this in your glove box. You might get stuck on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. If you're like me, I live in the mountains. I live very deep in the mountains, actually, and a lot of the roads around here, there's 5 to 10 mile gaps in between where you're leaving from and where you're going. So I've been in situations already where I broke down, and it would have been great to have a resource of some kind. When I was like 16 years old, I had took a walk with my friends to go meet a bunch of girls a couple of towns away from where I live, and neither of us drove at the time, so we very stupidly decided to walk there, and we probably left at like 3 in the afternoon. It was like November, late November, I'm thinking, which is pretty dang cold in the mountains where I live. And needless to say, by the time we got there, it was like 4 in the morning. And when we had gotten there, it was too late for us, for the reasons we were leaving to go there. And it was also too late for us to find a ride back. And it was getting very cold. I had only a flannel on and jeans. And we were like 25 miles from our house and in the middle of nowhere. So luckily I had a lighter in my pocket, and we wound up going off the side of the road a couple of 100 yards in and lit a fire. But it was a rough night. It would have been great to have a couple of resources, but things like that happen, is the whole point of the story. So this is something you can throw in a pack or in your glove box. For me, I like hiking, and when I hike, I go very deep up into the mountains. So to have something very compact like this, and it's solid, it's a gunmetal of some kind. I don't know. I didn't look any of the stats up on this. This isn't a review. I just want to take everything out of here one by one and go over it and take an honest look at it, give my honest opinion. But I would say you could probably boil water in here. Right off the bat, it's waterproof because there's a rubber gasket, or a silicone. I'd actually say this is probably a silicone gasket on the inside, and it has those pressure clips, and it pushes that ridge into that silicone bead, essentially making it waterproof. Alright, right off the bat, it has a oxygen absorber. It keeps anything in here from oxidizing or rusting. There's a space blanket, and these are the real original space blankets. Anyone who knows anything about Henry survival kits, they usually use pretty good stuff, like the real deal stuff. They have a survival kit with a rifle in it that I'm going to be doing a full field review of soon. But the lock sack, everyone knows what the lock sacks are. They're pretty good. You could store water in it, whatever you need. Small, medium-sized Ziploc bag. Airtight Kelly light. The snap lights, everyone knows what they are. And you have your container. Guess if you had to, you could boil water in it. It's metal. I've boiled water in plastic bottles already. If you put water in a plastic bottle, magically it won't melt if it's full of water. and it will boil water in a really bad situation. So I'm assuming this will boil water in that kind of situation too. To go right into the bag, I'm going to take things out one by one. Plastic tubing, you could use that for a tourniquet or a slingshot. I actually like this. I've had kits before that came with little candles like this, and this one is actually, seems to be beeswax. Beeswax burns a lot slower, and it is a lot thicker in height, so I'm imagining that would burn for a little bit. Let's see, whistle, Acme brand. It works. One of them little pocket wire saws. And I'm going to use all this stuff and put it to the test in a review. Looks like brass wire. That's good for all kinds of stuff, and you could double that over and use it for snare wire. A ferrocerium rod and a scraper. So that's the first source of fire. The candle is the second. I'll try to break everything up in categories a little bit. Photon light, a real one. Just one setting, and that's very straightforward. That's good in that kind of situation. Does have some medical supplies. It's a little gauze pad. These look like water pure tablets. I'm assuming that's what these are. Yep. Water purification powder. Almost the same thing. Some small utility cordage. Looks like the same thing that comes in SE kits, but white. A little tiny sewing kit. Very straightforward. Pocket razor. Everyone knows these and has seen them. Knows their uses. You always need to cut something. A mini pocket fishing kit. So we have a pretty straightforward fishing kit. It's got another oxygen scrubber in it. Pretty straightforward. It's got hooks, sinkers, fishing line. I mean, I don't know. I've seen other kits before that have micro fishing kits that have a lot of stuff in them, but I can very easily find worms and bugs that I can put on a hook where I live. Anywhere within a 150-mile radius from where I live. It's all in the mountains. Let's see what the next part is. Duct tape. Nice small roll of duct tape. A whole bunch of Tinder Quick fire starters. We all know what they are. A compass, and I actually really like this compass. It's pretty nice. I'm not sure of the company. It just says Best Glide ASE in the back. I've seen their website before, and they sell a lot of Sunto compasses on there. But it seems to be good quality. I've been reviewing a long time now, and I've had enough gear, and I have enough gear that I know what quality and junk is right off the bat. And this one seems to work pretty well. Some storm matches and a striker sealed in a waterproof bag. So that's a third resource for fire. Here's a fourth resource for fire. Fresnel lens. use that for reading. Or more importantly, depending on what time of year, starting a fire. And some adventure survival equipment as well. This looks like a coffee filter. You could filter large sediment out and then use the water pure tablets. Basic survival tips. Not for everyone, but some people will need that in the broad spectrum of things. Now this looks like a signal mirror, and it is. A large sealed sterile gauze pad. And it does come with a multi-tool by Cutmaster. And I'll get into the specifics of all this stuff because I'm going to be doing a field review, field test on everything in here. And another Best Glide compact emergency signal panel. You could also use this to lay on. The dimensions are 36 by 20 inches. It weighs 7.5 ounces, so it does kind of feel semi-heavy duty. And you can lay on that. Or you could wrap yourself in the emergency blanket, and you can use this for signaling like it's supposed to, or use it for a small overhead tarp. A couple different uses for that. So that's pretty much it. That is the survival kit. And as I said, survival kit's literally just a resource to have for options in bad situations when you're out in the woods. If all else fails, if you lose your equipment. But the trick with the survival kit is you need to keep it on you all the time, or it doesn't really matter. It's not going to make a difference when you don't have it. So if it's in a driving situation, leave it in your car. If you get in a bad situation and you break down, grab it and take it with you. And I don't know, I had a couple of energy bars in your glove compartment with it, and a bottle of water. But as far as putting this in your pack goes, you know, pretty straightforward. You just keep your pack with you all the time. You throw this in your pack with your food, water, your knife, whatever else you take with you on a regular basis. And it's just something good to have. But I'm going to be doing a review this will probably be one of my first videos actually, where I'm going to be in the field and I'm actually going to put all this stuff to the test. And it's not junk. The stuff that they used is brand name, good quality stuff. It's not ultra high end, but it's not junk. It's good stuff. Its value price point is about 120 bucks for this kit. And that's not too bad. A lot of survival kits that I see out there these days are between the $120 and $400 price range, so this isn't that bad. Not for all the stuff that they have in it, and they do really have a good amount of stuff in here. Not for everyday use, just for a survival kit, exactly what its intended use is. So I'm Mike with Omega Outdoors, and stick with me and keep your eye out, because I'm going to be doing a full field review video of this soon. It's probably going to be my first field review video in a long time. For personal reasons, I haven't been able to get out and do field testing for a while, but I'm going to be able to do that again very soon. So thanks for bearing with me. I want to thank all my subscribers who follow me. And if you're not already a subscriber, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching.